This is the TOSOT 12,000 BTU mini split air conditioner. For anyone who's never dealt with mini splits before, these things are basically combo units that both cool and heat, but they don't require ductwork like most central air systems. I've got it sitting right in my home right now, so let me give you a quick review and break down my honest impressions. Looking at it, the TOSOT mini split fits well on the wall, pretty sleek and definitely not bulky. I'd call the design simple and modern, which I like because it doesn't stand out or mess with the look of my room. The indoor unit is about 3 feet long but not too deep. The outside condenser is relatively compact and not overly heavy, so it was easy to find a spot next to the house. It's white, pretty minimal, and the vent on the front is low profile but does its job well. When you open up the front panel, you can access a filter that pops in and out for easy cleaning. Details like this make a difference for anyone who, like me, doesn't want to deal with complicated maintenance. From my experience installing this, you'll definitely want a professional if you're not comfortable with running the copper line set through your wall and connecting everything to 200 volts. That was one thing that made me pause at first, but once it was installed, using the TOSOT mini split couldn't be easier. You get a remote, but the real highlight for me is controlling it from my phone or even by asking Alexa. Super convenient when I'm halfway across the house and realize I forgot to turn the heat on. The Gree Plus app is simple to set up. All you really need is Wi-Fi. When I tested the controls, response time was quick, and the app shows the room temperature, mode, and even lets you set timers or adjust the swing of the airflow. My daily experience with this unit has been honestly great. I use it in a medium-sized living room that's a little under 700 square feet. It cools quickly, even in the peak of summer, and heats the room perfectly on colder days too. The temperature range goes from around 61 degrees up to 86 Gree, so there's a good amount of flexibility whether you like it chilly or cozy. One thing I need to mention right away is how quiet it is. I measured it at just around 24 decibels on the lowest setting. That's basically whisper quiet. It's especially noticeable at night. It doesn't disturb my sleep at all, which was a big selling point for me. If you want to go even quieter, there's a sleep mode that drops the fan speed and keeps things comfortable through the night. Key features aren't all just about temperature though. There's a dehumidifier option, which is handy if you live somewhere humid, plus a fan mode for those in-between days. The auto swing louver can be adjusted through the remote or the app, letting you direct the airflow where you need it most. The timer and programmable schedule have saved me from accidentally running it all day long, and honestly, from my own forgetfulness. It's perfect for anyone who wants to set and forget their heating and cooling. There's also a turbo mode for those times you come home and need to cool or heat the space quickly. Now talking about what I really appreciate with this TOSOT, energy efficiency leads the list. The 20 SEER2 rating means I'm saving noticeably on my electric bill compared to my old window AC. This SEER2 thing stands for Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio. Basically, higher numbers mean better energy savings. Another thing is the inverter technology, which adjusts compressor speed instead of always running full blast on and off. That keeps the temperature stable and prevents those big power spikes. I've noticed my room doesn't get that awkward hot and cold cycle, just steady comfort. Wi-Fi controls honestly make a huge difference too. Sometimes I don't want to get off the couch, and it feels like a little luxury to just pick up my phone and change the settings. I also love the compact design because my space is limited and big clunky units are a pain to look at. And in terms of durability, it's handled weather changes well, no problems with super hot days or cold nights so far. The filter is easy to access and clean, which I think is a game changer for anyone who values low maintenance. The unit also comes with a 5-year warranty, covering the essentials, and that helps with my peace of mind. Now, not everything is sunshine and rainbows. The biggest thing that stood out to me is installation. I'm handy with a lot of projects, but this one needed a licensed professional for the electrical hookup and refrigerant lines. It's not just plug and play, so be ready for extra cost here. I also found the remote to be a little inconsistent sometimes with signal. It works, but can lag or miss a button press, so I mostly default to my phone. Another thing newcomers might notice is that while it's whisper quiet on low, when on high or turbo, there's a bit more airflow sound than expected. Not annoying, but noticeable if you're super sensitive to noise. From my experience, the TOSOT 12,000 BTU mini split is perfect for medium-sized rooms or open concept spaces up to 700 square feet, especially if you're looking to cut back on energy bills and want some smart home features. It's ideal if you care about quiet operation and a clean, modern look. If you want a unit that you can actually forget is even running, this is it. I'd recommend this for anyone who's tired of window units or looking for something more versatile, with the added perk of heating as well. In conclusion, I'm really happy with my decision to use this TOSOT mini split in my own space. It hits the big points for me: reliable heating and cooling, genuine energy savings, Wi-Fi controls that actually work, and a look that fits in with the rest of my room. The installation part was a bit of a barrier, and the remote could be better, but once it's up and running, those are minor issues. If you're thinking about upgrading your air conditioning or heating at home and don't want a huge system or want to avoid ductwork costs, this is definitely worth considering. Check the comments of this video for a link to see the current pricing of the TOSOT 12,000 BTU mini split air conditioner.